to my channel. So I realized I haven't done a foundation routine in quite some time, and now that we are coming into the colder months, I thought I would do a winter foundation routine. That's not to say I wouldn't use these products any other time in the year, but it's just products that I'm loving using at the moment for my foundation routine, and yeah, just things I'm really enjoying using and just how I like to do things at the moment. Of course, if there's something that you love, then use that. But yeah, just take a little bit of inspiration from this if you want to. For anyone that wants to know about the eyes and lips for this tutorial, it is going to be on an Insta vid on Insta, of course, so make sure you go and check that out. But I'll quickly just mention the lip because I know so many of you are going to ask. It's Best Actress Liquid Lipstick by Charlotte Tilbury. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We are so close to 100k, and I'd really appreciate it if we can get there real soon. I'd really love that. So yeah, please don't forget to subscribe, and of course, without further ado, enjoy the tutorial. First up, I love to prime my skin, and this is the Becca Backlight priming filter. So it's got a really nice like illuminating effect to it. You could use any kind of illuminating primer, but I just really like this because it adds a bit of a healthy glow to my skin. It's not heavy on the skin, it's not tacky, and yeah, I just really like this primer. And then I like to conceal and cover up any pigmentation, scarring, or anything like that with my Kevyn Aucoin Central Skin Enhancer in the shade SX11. I think I've used this in nearly every single one of my tutorials. You must be really bored of this product, but I really can't replace it. Like, I can't find anything as good. So yeah, love this. And then I'm gonna mix my foundations, and I love that the foundations that I'm currently wearing and like to use are affordable. So one of them is the L'Oreal True Match in the shade 6.5, and then the other one is the EX1 Invisiwear foundation. I like to mix the two together, and then I like to stipple it onto my skin. The reason I like to stipple it around my face is because I get maximum coverage out of my foundation rather than buffing it in. Whenever I mix my foundations, I always get a better match. The EX1 foundation is slightly more yellow, and then the L'Oreal one has got a bit more of a neutral undertone to it, and mixing them together just gives me a perfect match. Yeah, and then I like to just blend with a beauty blender just over the top of that, and then go in with a second layer of foundation, and that is key for me. I always go in with a second layer just where I feel like I need it, not necessarily everywhere, but just where I feel like I need it, and that is how I get my makeup to last all day. It stays put, and yeah, it's firmly on, but it still doesn't look cakey. Then I like to conceal my dark circles. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is one of my absolute favorite concealers. I'm just applying this underneath my eyes, kind of like in a upside down triangle. I'm also going to take this down the bridge of my nose, and also just a little bit at the tip. I also like to apply this just on the center of my forehead. I don't want to apply too much, and then also on Cupid's bow and chin. So then I'm going to cream contour, because I'm really into cream contouring at the moment, and this is a sleek cream contour kit, and I'm taking the darker shade from this medium palette, and I'm taking it in the hollows of my cheeks and just on my temples, and then down the sides of my nose. So I like to do all of the cream products first and blend that all out. So I'm just blending the contour out first. Oh, just now I was like, why am I talking? Oh, I was on the phone while I was doing this, but yeah. So generally the way I like to blend this out, if you're using a brush, is again in like short feathery motion. So almost like you're stippling your foundation, but yeah, because that way you're like blending it out, but you're not moving the product around too much. You're still keeping it where you've placed it, which is really important. If you're going to blend your contour out, you don't want to blend it like everywhere. You just want to blend it where you've already placed it. So I like to just stipple in that area, and kind of stipple and buff at the same time. I hope that makes sense. And then yeah, I just like to go ahead and blend all of the highlighted areas out also. And then again, just under the eyes, I am just going to stipple that all in, and I'm going to blend it out into the rest of my face so that it kind of has a smooth transition from under the eyes into the face, and then you get that contour. You never want like a harsh line between like a really light under eye and then a contour, if that makes sense. You just want everything to be softly blended. And then I'm going to set the highlighted areas in place with the RCMA translucent setting powder. Yes guys, I'm using something other than the Laura Mercier powder, and this is affordable and I'm actually really enjoying using this. I quite like it. So yeah, I'm just again stippling. Stippling is the key thing here. That's how I like to blend. I like to stipple because that way I'm not moving things around too much, but I'm still doing what I need to do. I'm setting things in place, I'm blending things out. It's just a good motion. And then I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder in the shade Medium Dark. I absolutely love this to set the rest of my face makeup. It just gives me a really nice like natural finish, and I'm just taking this like all over my face wherever I haven't already applied the translucent powder, and then I'm just going to dust off the rest of that translucent powder underneath my eyes because I don't want it to sit on my skin for too long. I don't want it to look cakey. So yeah, and then for bronzer I'm taking Maldives by Buxom, and this is such a beautiful bronzer. I love how it's got this really nice sheen to it. So I'm just applying this over the top of where we've already contoured, so just on the cheeks and also on the temples. This warms up the skin, but again giving you a really nice healthy glow. And then I do like to do a slight contour. Now, because I haven't used a really dark cream contour shade, that's why I'm going in with the powder contour. But if you've gone in with a really dark cream contour and then going in with bronzer, you could probably skip this step. So yeah, but this is the Rodial Instaglam contouring powder, which I absolutely love. This is gorgeous. And I'm just applying a little bit of this over the top of where I've already contoured and bronzed and all of that, just to give it that extra bit of depth. And then I'm going to take this down the sides of my nose and at the tip to contour my nose. Then for highlighter, this is actually one of my new favourite highlighters. I absolutely love this. This is the Jouer and Skinny Dip highlighter. Yeah, I was like, yes, this is beautiful. I actually wasn't expecting it to look like this on the skin. It didn't look like it was going to be that amazing in the pan. And then when you put it on, it's like, wow. And it's so beautiful for warm skin tones, deeper skin tones. It's a very, very complimentary. So this is just on the top of the cheekbones, forehead, cupid's bow, chin, down the nose, anywhere and everywhere that you want to put it. Just glow, girl, glow. And then for blusher, this is MAC Melba. I'm basically just applying this on the apples of my cheeks and then taking it back into that bronzer and contour so it kind of all meshes in together, and then going in with the brush that I used to set my face just to kind of buff over so everything looks like nicely one, and then just setting my face and spraying it with the Glamglow Glowsetter spray. This is a finished makeup look, guys. I really hope you like it. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Comment down below, follow me on all my socials, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye!